then get out of here if you're going to leave. We can find a new maid. You must be really stupid to divorce Dad. What are you going to do without him? I don't want to be around you anymore. I'm afraid your stupidity might rub off on me.
Right up until the end. You're never going to treat me with the respect a mother deserves. Are you, Tina?
Of course not. You know I don't think of you as my mom. You're literally just our housekeeper. I will admit that it was nice having a live-in maid to clean up after me all the time.
Do you really mean that? Is that all you thought I was good for?
That's what Dad has been telling me for years, too. You know that's what he thinks of you, right? He told me to think of you as our live-in housekeeper. That's all you are to us. He says you're a pathetic woman who could never make it on her own without his money.
Did he really say all that? Why would he teach you to feel that way about me? He was talking behind my back like that to my own daughter?
Well, it's not like he isn't right. You're just like a parasite living off of him. Dad pays for everything for you, and all you've ever done is like chores around the house. The only thing you're good for is doing the cooking and cleaning for me and Dad. It makes me so embarrassed that a pathetic woman like you is my mom.
Tina, I worked very hard to make sure everything was taken care of so you could have a happy home life. And I wanted to make sure that your dad could focus on his career. I always made sure you could focus on your schoolwork. I was always there supporting you both. Are you really saying that after everything I've done for you that I'm nothing more than a pathetic housekeeper to you?
How many times do I have to tell you? Why won't you understand? You're an old, pathetic, stupid maid. We don't need you around anymore. All my friends have really cool moms who have their own successful careers. Meanwhile, my mom's just sitting around at home all day. I don't know how you can sit there and say you were working hard when all you had to do was like cook dinner and do the laundry.
Tina, I can't believe you feel this way. I'm your mother.
Who wants to be a housewife anyway? Isn't there more to life than that? Like, we can just get food delivered. And we have a Roomba now anyway. What are you even living for?
You should be grateful to me for being a stay-at-home mom. It's thanks to me that all your laundry is always clean and folded. And it's thanks to me that you have a clean, comfortable home to live in. I mopped the floor every day for you since you have a dust allergy. And you know your dad has some really serious food allergies. I always managed to find recipes that he could eat. And you still think there's no reason for me to exist? Who's going to do all those things for you when I'm gone?
Oh my God, it's not that big of a deal. You're acting like you were working so hard, but all that stuff is totally replaceable. That's why Dad went out and found another girlfriend too, you know.
How do you even know about that?
You guys were having a screaming match in the middle of the night. Did you think I couldn't hear you? I was cracking up at you bawling your eyes out and saying you were going to divorce Dad just because he cheated on you once. That's the real reason you're getting a divorce, right?
Well, I guess you already found out the truth. Yes, that's the main reason we're getting a divorce. I mean, you also see how terribly he treats me day in and day out, right? And then he went and cheated on me, too. That was the last straw. I can never forgive him for that.
Like he's worried about whether or not you forgive him. You're just some loser who lives off Dad's money. You'll never be able to get by without him.
What?
And yet you're so stupid that you're going to give all that up just because he cheated on you. Boring housewives like you should expect that their husbands are going to cheat on them. You need to learn to laugh it off.
You're just like your father. Always looking down on everybody else. So anyway, after we get divorced, do you want to come live with me, Tina? I don't think it'll be a good environment for you living with your dad and maybe whoever that other woman is. So please think it over. I think you'd be much better off moving out with me.
Are you kidding, you stupid old maid? Why would anyone go live with a broke loser like you? There's no reason why I would ever move out with you. Honestly, it's going to be awesome not having to see your stupid face around the house all the time anymore. Just hurry up and get out, you worthless old maid.
Okay, you've made your choice. Best of luck with that. I hope you and your dad get along fine without me, Tina. Your dad and I just got back from the courthouse. We're officially married. I promise I'll try to be the best stepmom you could ever hope for, Katie.
I'm really excited that you're my new mom. I know how happy you make my dad, Stephanie, so I think it's great that you guys finally got married.
So, listen. How do you feel about going out to eat with us tonight to celebrate? It's a big day for us after all. We can come pick you up from school when you get out. And then the three of us can go have a nice dinner together. What do you say?
Actually, you don't have to worry about dinner. I knew today was the day, so I already made dinner for us to celebrate.
Wow. Really, Katie? You made dinner for us?
I sure did. I knew how important today was for both of you, so I wanted to do something. I worked really hard on it, so I hope you both like it. And I actually took the day off from school today to go buy a cake. Sorry I didn't tell you. I think everything looks perfect. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Wow. You did all that for us? Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're making me cry. I'm so happy. I can't remember the last time I cried tears of joy like this.
Come on, it's not that big of a deal. I'm so happy you're a part of our family now, Stephanie. I had to do something to celebrate. You know, my mom died right after I was born, so it's just been my dad and me for as long as I can remember. I'm so lucky I finally get to have a wonderful mom like you, Stephanie.
Oh, Katie, you're making me cry again.
I'm grateful to my dad for working so hard to support us. But since he works such long hours, I have to take care of everything around the house. I always felt bad about asking him to help because he looked so tired when he gets home from work. Now that you're coming to live with us, every day is going to be so much fun. Like, I had never realized how much fun it is to cook with someone until you started coming around and cooking with me.
I promise I'll do everything I can to make you happy, Katie. I think we're going to have a beautiful life together. You can leave the housework to me from now on. I want you to be able to concentrate on your schoolwork. And I want you to have the time to go have fun with your friends whenever you want.
Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to being a family with you. You and Dad and I are going to have so much fun together. I just know it.
I know. I can't wait to start our new life as an official family from today. And right off the bat, you've made us a delicious meal to celebrate. I love you, Katie. Your dad is sitting here next to me, still crying his eyes out about our marriage. But we'll be on our way home shortly, once he gets that out of his system. I can't wait to eat some of your home cooking when we get there.
Congratulations! I heard you got married. I never would have guessed a pathetic old maid like you would ever be able to get married again. I guess there's no accounting for taste.
What?
It's been too long, Mom. How have you been? Are you surprised to be hearing from your real daughter who you love so much? Did it bring tears to your eyes when I finally reached out to you again after all this time?
Where is all this coming from? Why are you contacting me out of the blue like this just to insult me again? And how did you even know that I got remarried? We just did the paperwork today.
I actually just happened to see you around not that long ago. It reminded me that you still exist, so I looked into what you had been up to.
What do you mean you looked into me? Are you stalking me or something?
So, I was out wandering around one day, and I saw someone who I thought looked a lot like you. But she was wearing really expensive-looking clothes, so then I thought, there's no way that's her. And she had this man with her who was also really well-dressed. And I saw them go into an expensive jewelry shop. When I got a closer look, it really was you. Imagine my surprise at seeing my frumpy old mom dressed so nicely in a fancy jewelry shop. And you did well for yourself to find a man who would take you in after we threw you out for being such a pathetic old maid.
If you saw us at the jewelry shop, that must have been last month.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And when you came back out, you had this gigantic rock on your finger. I couldn't believe my eyes. I followed you guys and saw you going into some fancy high-rise apartment building, too. After seeing all that totally unbelievable stuff, I couldn't not look into what you had been up to.
So, are you telling me you even found out we got married today?
Don't take us kids lightly. You'd be surprised what a teenage girl can do these days. Do you know how easy it was to find that out?
So you decided to send me a message to congratulate me? Is that what this is about? Thanks for that. It was very nice of you. Okay, well, I have to let you go for now.
Hang on a second. You can't just leave me hanging like that. I still have more I wanted to talk to you about. It's been so long after all. Right, Mom?
I'm not really in the mood to keep talking to you if you're just going to keep insulting me. I got married today. I'd like to celebrate it with my new husband if that's all right with you. Is it too much to ask that you just leave us alone tonight?
Fine, I'll cut right to the chase. To celebrate your new marriage, I'd like to ask you for a monthly allowance of $500.
What?
It's too much trouble for me to meet up with you in person every month. So if you could just cash app it to me, that'd be great. Oh, and $500 is just the minimum. It's totally fine with me if you want to give me more than that.
Wait just a minute. Why should I give you a monthly allowance at all? Let alone $500. And how is that celebrating my marriage? My new life has nothing to do with you.
Oh, don't get so caught up in little details like that. Just give me the money. Your new husband runs his own business, doesn't he? Seems like he's pretty rich. I'm sure he gives you plenty of money to live off every month, right? It shouldn't be too hard for you to just break off a measly little $500 for me every month.
What are you talking about?
I actually just got Dad to buy me a new phone. But you know how expensive those things are. So he cut my monthly allowance to go towards paying it off. Can you believe he could be so cheap? So now I can't afford to go shopping with my friends, and I can't afford to go out with my boyfriend either. What am I supposed to do with myself?
And you think your mother, who you drove out of the home, will help you why exactly?
I'm not the one who made you leave. You're the one who decided to leave on your own, remember? You couldn't take it when Dad cheated on you, so you took off. I never told you had to leave. Take some responsibility for your own actions.
How can you say that? You seem pretty happy to see me go, if I remember correctly. Besides, ever since I divorced your dad, I've basically been thinking that I don't have a daughter anymore either. Hate to break it to you, but I won't be sending you a dime.
How can you do that to me? I really need that money. So what if you divorce Dad? You're still my mom. You gave birth to me. Don't you care about the hard times I'm having? You wouldn't let your own daughter go through all this, would you? You married a rich guy, so the least you could do is send a little my way.
You seem to have gotten the wrong idea somehow. It's not like I'm living a life of luxury now or anything. We live off of the same amount of money every month that most average people do. I don't have all kinds of money that I can just throw around like that.
Fine. Then just steal some money from your rich husband for me then. It should be easy to get enough to pay me $500 a month.
Have you lost your mind?
You're his wife. Can't you just take some money out of his savings? Then you could easily send me $500 a month. What's so hard about that?
Do you hear yourself? Think about what you're asking me to do. Do you really think I'm going to steal from the man I love for you?
It's not like you're stealing from a stranger, though. He's your husband. So even if you get caught, you should be fine. Plus, it's your responsibility as a pathetic old housewife to do whatever your family needs, right? Don't you still have a duty to help your daughter out in her time of need, even though you and Dad got divorced?
What?
Even though you got divorced, you're still my personal maid. How dare you disobey me when I'm giving you an order? I never would have guessed that a worthless old maid like you would finally come in handy after you divorced Dad. So you got it, right? $500 a month. Thanks. Are you trying to start a fight with my stepmom?
Huh? What did you just say? Who's this?
How dare you call my stepmom a worthless old maid? I love her so much. And what's all that about you needing $500 a month because we're rich? You don't even know my dad, and you want to steal from him? What's wrong with you? You need to leave my family alone.
Where is all this coming from? What are you talking about? Who the heck are you? I was just talking to my mom. Who are you and where did you come from?
I'm your mom's new daughter. She married my dad, so she's my new stepmom, and I couldn't be happier.
What? So you're telling me her new husband already had a kid? And do you think she's your mom all of a sudden or something?
You went to all that trouble of finding out what your mom was up to, but you didn't know anything about me?
Well, why should I care about you anyway? I don't even know who you are. My mom and I were right in the middle of a conversation that only real family would understand. I never asked to talk to you. I never want to hear from you again. Don't you dare try to come between me and my mom. You'll never be her real daughter.
No one asked to talk to you either. I've heard stories about what a terror you are. I can't believe you would try to claim that you have any kind of relationship with my stepmom.
What?
She told me all about how you always treated her like your personal maid and how you drove her out of the house. My real mom died right after I was born. I used to feel sorry for you that you didn't know how good you had it having your mom around. But I don't feel sorry for you anymore. You're the worst daughter I could ever imagine.
Shut up. You're just some stepchild. You can't talk to me like that. My mom will never be your real mom.
So you still don't have a mom. She may not be my relative by blood, but legally she is my family now. Meanwhile, your dad is the one who has custody of you, as she doesn't want anything to do with you. You need to cut it out with that attitude.
What?
And how pathetic are you that you would beg your mom for an allowance after you drove her away? You're nothing like a real daughter to her. You seem like nothing but a parasite to me.
Who do you think you are? You need to shut up and listen to me, you little brat. You'll never be anything but a stepdaughter to her. You have no right to say anything at all about me and my mom's relationship.
You're the spoiled brat. And you're the one who doesn't seem to understand her place. Oh no, you got a brand new phone and now your allowance got cut? Life must be so hard. If you couldn't afford that phone, then why didn't you just buy a cheaper one? You know what they call people like you who think they deserve everything in the world just handed right to them? A brat.
Huh? Are you making fun of me for being poor now? I should have expected it from a rich girl like you. You've got some nerve for some spoiled stepdaughter. Oh my god, I can't believe how pissed off you're making me.
I'm only telling you the truth.
Ugh, I can't stand you. Which school do you go to? I'm coming to find you. And I'm bringing my friends too, so you better watch your back.
I go to Blue Springs.
Huh? Oh, you're still in middle school, huh?
Yep, I'm in 7th grade. You seem surprised. Does that mean you're older? Are you really this stupid and immature and you're already in high school?
What do you mean, immature?
I mean, you just don't seem to have any common sense or basic human decency. I thought you were in preschool or something by the way you were acting, so I'm honestly shocked.
Stop messing around.
I'm a high school junior. Oh my god, so you'll be graduating next year and you still act like this? I mean, Can you really go to college while being so immature? How are you going to make it in the real world? How did they even let you get so far? Why didn't they ever hold you back a grade? What? I guess this is what happens when you don't respect your own mother. I have to be careful that I don't end up like you when I'm your age.
You really better watch your mouth. You think I'm just going to sit here and let you make fun of me like that?
But don't you constantly insult her? Treat others the way you want to be treated. Haven't you ever heard that before? I'm 5 years younger than you, and even I know that. You've really never learned that before?
Shut up! I'm done with you. Give the phone back to my mom. I didn't text my mom just so I could talk to you. Now get out of my face, you loser stepchild.
I'm sorry. I can't do that right now. Tonight is very important to her and my dad. They just got married today. I can't let you ruin it for them. I'm going to have to ask you to leave us alone now. So I'm just going to turn Stephanie's phone off for now.
Huh?
Goodbye. And don't try anything else to bother us. This is a special night for our family. I'm sorry I snatched your phone away from you like that last night. I hope I didn't ruin your wedding day. I just wanted it to be special.
No, you did no such thing. We had such a lovely night thanks to you, Katie. That dinner you cooked for us was amazing, too. You'll have to teach me the recipe. And honestly, it made me really happy that you got angry with Tina like that. I can tell you really care about me.
Really? So, you didn't get annoyed by me last night? I didn't do anything that would make you want to leave us, did I?
I would never do that to you, sweetie. We're family now, Katie.
Oh, what a relief. You weren't here when I got home from school, so I panicked for a second.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I was so impressed by the way you handled that situation last night. I was really moved. In fact, you inspired me to be braver myself. So I decided to go to a certain place I've been meaning to come to for a long time.
Where's that?
I guess you could say it's the place where adults go when they decide it's time to fight. But you don't need to worry about it, Katie. So anyway, I'll be home in a little while. So can you look after things around the house until I get back? I need to pay you back for that delicious meal you cooked last night. So I think I'll make something really tasty tonight. Hey, Mom! That crazy stepdaughter really pissed me off last night, you know? I think you're really going to regret trying to be a family with a brat like that around. So why don't you just hurry up and come back home? Hello? Yeah, go ahead and divorce your new husband. Then you'll be entitled to half of everything he owns. I actually just found that out. You know that, right? You can get half of everything when you get divorced. Since your new husband is so rich, I'm sure you can get quite a bit out of him. So hurry up and divorce, get that money, and come back to us. Wow, I didn't know you knew about how divorce works so well. Well, I am pretty smart, you know? I'm not some dumb little 7th grader like your stepdaughter. Of course I know so much more than her about how the world works. Wow, what a genius you are. Alright. Wouldn't you rather have me as your daughter instead of that little brat? Just come on home. We can all live together again. You just have to get that money from your rich husband first. I can't wait to start spending all that money he has saved up. You know what? I am going to be seeking some payments. But I'll be starting with going after your dad. Wait, what? I'm glad that you already know so much about the details of divorce, so I don't have to explain it to you. And you'll understand that I'm just exercising my legal rights. So no hard feelings, right? Since you know so much, I'm sure you've heard of alimony too, right? Wait a minute. You can't do that. How can you try to get half of Dad's money? Why would you try to take money from us when you could get it from your rich new husband? Well, your dad has refused to pay a dime since we got divorced. He owes me.
What?
Yeah. When we got divorced, he wasn't hearing any of that. He actually refused to even discuss splitting up his assets or any alimony payments. He tried to tell me that he had already done enough taking care of me all those years, and that he had no money to give to a stay-at-home mom who never worked.
Is that what happened?
I tried to talk to him about it many times, but he just would not listen. He tried to guilt-trip me by saying that I would just be stealing from your college fund. And he told me if I went after his money, it would just make you hate me more. After all those threats, I felt like I couldn't say anything. I couldn't stand the thought of our divorce dragging on forever, so I just went ahead and got it over with.
So, how are you going to be able to get any money out of him now? Your divorce has been final for a couple years now.
Well, it's actually only been 1 year and 10 months. According to my lawyer, that amount of time should be no problem at all. Considering the emotional abuse I was suffering, the threats your dad was making, and his affair, I should be able to get a lot out of him.
No! You can't!
And I honestly don't care anymore what you think of me. You can hate me all you want. That's what your dad raised you to do, after all. You were both horrible to me the whole time I lived with you. My lawyer thinks that the nature of my former living situation will help me prove that I deserve everything I'm asking for.
Wait, no! You can't! I was asking you to come back, and now you're telling me you're going to take Call Dad's money?
Just what he owes me. I am so thankful to my new daughter for showing me how I should be handling things. It's thanks to her that I finally found the courage to stand up and fight for what's rightfully mine. So would you let your dad know he'll be hearing from my lawyer soon? Thanks. Tell him I'm not the weak little wife he knew anymore. So he better be ready. Okay? Luckily, my husband knew a great lawyer, so I went to them to help me out. I was able to sue my ex-husband for half of his assets and alimony payments, including back payments. At first, my ex-husband tried to put up a good fight, but my lawyer was really excellent. Everything was over before I even knew it, and the court ruled in my favor. I got everything I was asking for. It ended up costing my ex-husband the majority of his savings. And without me around to budget for him anymore, he has run up a ton of credit card debt. My horrible daughter was hoping to go to a fancy private university, but that's not happening anymore. She had to change her plans at the last minute and apply for community college while they save up some money. It's certainly not the end of the world. I think it will be really good for her to learn some humility and life experience before continuing her education. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and let us know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and press the bell for notifications.
Okay, I've had enough of this. Let me ask you a very important question, Blake.
Yes, what is it, Mandy?
Do you actually like me?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you stupid or something? Can't you read? I'm asking you whether or not you like me.
Well, of course I do, Mandy. I'm not stupid or anything. I'm just really surprised that you would throw out a question like that.
Okay, well, this type of question shouldn't come as a surprise to you. We've had this conversation in the past, right? I told you that you had to show expressions of love towards me. That's what you do with your partner, right? So why haven't you been doing it?
Okay, well, I think I told you how much I liked you yesterday, didn't I? I complimented you on how beautiful you are and everything. Why are we having this discussion right now, Mandy?
Do you think that's enough? I've been waiting all morning for your message. I've been waiting for you to tell me how much you care about me, and you haven't done it yet.
Alright, well, you know how I had class this morning, right? It was quite early. I didn't get time to look at my phone.
So what? That just shows me that you put your girlfriend low on your priority list, doesn't it?
Oh, come on, Mandy, that's not true. You have to cut me some slack. I don't get angry at you for neglecting to message me from time to time.
What are you talking about? The way you say that is like you're accusing me of it or something. I'll have you know that I'm a very good girlfriend. I always fulfill my side of the bargain. It's you who's the one that's screwing up.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to say I love you?
Well, obviously now it doesn't mean anything. I don't want to have to tell you. You should just know it inherently. I want you to be doing these things without being told. I'm your girlfriend, not your mom, right?
You make a good point there. So what can I do about this?
Why the hell are you asking me? You should figure it out on your own. The fisherman doesn't ask a fish how it wants to be caught, right? So don't ask me how I want to be treated.
Geez, okay, I get it. Well, look, I'm quite busy with my classes. I've also got a lot of work on, but I can fit you in for some dinner a couple of nights away. How does that sound?
Well, would you look at that? Clearly your university classes and work come before me, don't they? But fine, I'll have to accept that. That's the best you can do, isn't it?
Oh, please don't be angry, Mandy. I know you were really hurt that you didn't get your message this morning, but I promise to make it up to you with that dinner. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna turn that frown upside down. Trust me.
Time and time again, you just continue to disappoint me, don't you, Blake? I mean, seriously, are you ever gonna just step up to the plate and start being a good boyfriend? How long are we gonna continue arguing about this?
What are you talking about right now, Mandy? I thought you and I had a really good time at the restaurant. It was excellent food, right? The atmosphere was amazing. What wasn't to your liking?
Well, how about you just use that thick skull of yours? Think about it. Why don't you think I'd be happy with tonight?
Well, I'm not really sure. Maybe you weren't in the mood for that type of cuisine? Or maybe we had a really boring time talking with each other.
You know what? You're not wrong about both of those. But there's something even bigger. Something even more unacceptable that you did tonight.
Well, apart from that, Mandy, I don't really know. So instead of playing this little game, how about you just tell me?
Well, there we go again. For the millionth time, you need me to actually tell you what went wrong, do you? Honestly, are you always going to be this type of guy? Blake, I don't know how much longer this thing is going to work out between us.
Oh, come on, don't say that. Just tell me the problem and I'll fix it.
Well, we just had a conversation about showing me more expressions of love, didn't we?
Okay, I'm happy that you brought that up because think about the amount of times I told you tonight how much I liked you. I told you how much I cared about you, and I complimented you on how wonderfully dressed you were too. So, with that being the case, I really don't know what the issue is.
There are other ways of expressing love than just saying it. Haven't you even heard of the expression, actions speak louder than words?
Well, yeah, but I still don't know how it applies to this situation.
Who paid for the bill tonight, Blake?
We both did.
Exactly! That's my issue!
You wanted me to pay for all of it, I'm guessing?
Of course I do! Think about it. You and I both know that you're getting a pretty good deal here, right? I mean, you get to walk around with this hot girl that wears stylish clothes all the time. You don't think I spend a fortune to look this way? Think about all the different things I have to do. I've got to buy the best clothes in town. I've got to have the best shoes. I have to get my hair done, and I get my nails done. I sit on YouTube for hours on end figuring out how to do my makeup. Seriously, I do a lot just to look this way, and you're reaping the benefits of my investment. So what are you doing for me in return? Nothing. In fact, you're actually making me pay more money for something that you should be doing. Where's your sense of chivalry?
Okay, well, I can see where you're coming from right now, Mandy, and to an extent, I agree. At the same time, I'm usually the one that pays for your luxury goods, right? And not only that, but we're both in university. I don't exactly have a lot of money on me. So if you think about it logically, the only thing we can do is decrease the amount of times that we see each other. That, or we continue seeing each other frequently, but we both have to pay the bill. We can't have it both ways.
You know what? That just sounds like you making excuses. If you were a real man and a real boyfriend, you'd be able to do both. Why don't you get yourself some more shifts at your part-time job?
Well, it's not exactly ideal, is it? I mean, I'm trying to plan for the future. What I have to do after uni is the most important thing, not what I do now. I really just want to focus on my studies. I'm already juggling work, university, and you all at the same time. It is not easy.
Would you look at that? Are you actually adding me to that category? Like I'm something you have to deal with? You really are despicable. You know that? Like, I don't know what I'm doing with you all the time. I've really downgraded from my last boyfriend. Lucas was such a great guy. I never had issues like this with him.
Okay, fair enough. You didn't have these types of issues with him, but did you forget how you guys broke up? He cheated on you with like every other girl on campus.
I know he can be a piece of crap, but at least he had the decency to pay for my meal. Unlike you.
Okay, but then Lucas also comes from a rich background. He's hanging out with all those girls, paying for their meals and everything. But it's not even his money. He doesn't have to earn it like I do. We come from two different backgrounds, Mandy, and I don't like it when you compare me to him.
Yeah, well, serves you right. That should be your motivation to actually do something with your life. Anyway, I'm done talking with you. The time you spend talking with me is time that you could spend working. So get to it already.
Hey, buddy, how are you doing? I just wanted to check in on you. I rarely see you at university, and the rare times that I do see you, you look miserable. What's going on, man? Did your grandma die or something? No, Max, nothing like that. Thanks for caring, though. It's good to have someone who cares about my mental state. Well, I'm sensing a little bit of bitterness here. You're a pretty nice guy, and the only person I can imagine you being bitter about is Mandy. So, just admit it to me. You're having girl troubles at the moment, aren't you? I really do give myself away, don't I? You struck the bullseye on that one. That's exactly what I'm dealing with right now. Mandy. What are we gonna do about you? So what is this crazy little minx doing this time? It's exactly as you suspect, man. She's just being super demanding and telling me how much of a bad boyfriend I am. She keeps telling me that I need to show more expressions of love towards her. And even when I do that, it's not enough. She still gets really angry at me. Are you kidding me? Anytime I want to hang out with you, you're conveniently hanging out with her. How much more expressions of love does she need? Tell me about it. I have a feeling that's not the issue here. It's just something internal with Mandy. When she has her ups, she really has her ups, but when she has her downs, oh God. In all honesty, I'd rather deal with a natural disaster than with her bad mood. I haven't been the one dating her, so I don't really understand where you're coming from, but that sounds rough, man. Are you really keen on this girl? Like, do you actually like her? There's so many issues with her. Tell me about it. We've got her mood, for one thing, and then we've got her constant reminder of her past boyfriend Lucas being a better guy than me. You know, I thought I was doing everything right. I'm kind to her, I treat her to things, and I always sacrifice my time for her. I still don't get how Lucas is a better guy than me. Don't pay attention to any of that, man. You're always gonna be a better guy than that piece of crap. Don't worry about Mandy and the way she treats you. To be honest, I'd really consider breaking up with her. A good person like you is wasted on her. I know, but I like her so much, man. I mean, am I ever gonna find someone this beautiful in the future? I really don't think it's gonna happen. You really have to have more confidence in yourself, Blake. Honestly, you're a great guy if you just open your eyes for once. Anyway, speaking of relationships, I've got to hang out with my girl pretty soon. Keep me updated on what happens with that crazy skank, will ya? Yeah, sure. Have fun with your girl. It'd be good if at least one of us was happy in our relationship.
I'm just getting so bored of being in a relationship with you. I really need you to spice things up.
Like what? What do you mean? I'm doing my best trying to be romantic and keeping it spontaneous in the bedroom. What more could you want from me?
Yeah, right. Don't even bring up the bedroom. You think that's the part of our relationship that I enjoy? That's me giving you a charity service, buddy. You have to earn the opportunity to sleep with me.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do then?
Here we go again. For the millionth time, I have to tell you how to do things. I want you to instinctively know when I want a Louis Vuitton bag.
I'm sorry, what now? I should instinctively know it?
Yeah, you should.
What does that even mean, Mandy?
It means I want you to buy it right now. Here's the thing. If you actually noticed all the other girls prancing around university, you'd realize that a lot of them are pretty loaded. They're all walking around with some sort of designer brand on them, right? I don't have one, and I'm embarrassed by it. If you were a decent boyfriend, that's exactly what you would get for me, especially with my birthday coming up.
Okay, well, I was hoping that you and I could have a really jam-packed, enjoyable date together on your birthday. I didn't think that you wanted something like this.
Well, you need to get to know me a lot better, don't you? You need to understand what I like and what I don't like. And in all honesty, being in your presence is one of the things I don't like. So that's a horrible gift to get me for my birthday.
How could you even say something like that? It's like we're not even in a relationship to begin with.
Just stop complaining and start doing. Give me that bag or else. You know, any day now, Lucas might show that he's interested in me. You gotta attract me to you a lot more than that if you want to stop him from getting his hands all over my body.
Hey, Max, can I ask you something? Yeah, man, what's going on? You love your girl, right? Like you guys have been together for a long time. You well and truly love her? Of course I do. What a stupid question to ask. My girl is everything to me. Why would you even doubt it? Cool, I just needed to confirm that before I asked this next question. Would you ever buy her a Louis Vuitton bag for her birthday? Well, if I had the funds to do so, I would, but we're both in university. I'm not gonna waste our money on something like that. Okay, and if you explained it to her that way, do you think she would accept it, or would she demand it even more? If she started demanding things like that, we would have some serious issues in our relationship. It clearly shows that she's valuing what I can do for her more than the relationship itself, right? Oh, I hate it when you put it that way, Max. It really gets me thinking. What's going on, bro? What's she asking for this time? She actually wants me to get her a Louis Vuitton bag. What? If I'm being honest, if I work hard enough, I could possibly get one for her. But I don't know if it's the right thing to do. The fact that you're telling me your problems right now shows that you're hesitant, right? You don't want to do it. Actually, I was hoping that you would support me in doing it. If you truly love someone, you should go to such lengths to make them happy, right? No way, man. Oh, I've had enough of this. Don't you dare get that bag for her. You shouldn't love someone like this. Why not? That girl is cheating on you, bro. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, she's been back with Lucas. What do you mean she's back with Lucas? Since when? I saw them a couple of weeks ago. What is that supposed to mean, Max? You're one of my closest friends, right? You've known about this the whole time and you didn't tell me? Look, I can see how much you like her, and I thought maybe there was a slim, tiny chance that things might work out between you guys. But now that she's demanding something as ludicrous as this, I need to put my foot down. You need to know the truth. So, you actually saw them together, did you? That's what happened? Yeah, I did. Not only that, but I saw them walking into the boys' toilet together. Now, I'm pretty sure Lucas is old enough to know how to wipe his own behind, so there's only one reason they were in there. Oh, good God, I need to talk to this woman. Mandy! Mandy! Mandy, what the hell are you doing right now?
What? What is it? I'm busy,
Screw how busy you are. Have you seen Lucas recently?
What are you talking about?
Max told me you've been cheating on me.
Did he now? Damn. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. I sure have been seeing him.
How the hell could you do this? How could you cheat on me?
Actually, it's the other way around, to be honest. I've been cheating on him with you.
You've been doing what now?
Yeah. Lucas has been telling me that I need to earn his love. He won't use his massive fortune to spend on clothes for me. But I need to get my clothes from someone, right? That's where you came into the picture.
So you just used me for my money?
Pretty much.
You horrible, cruel, disgusting skank. How dare you? Don't you ever talk to me again.
Wait, Max, let me call for a moment. Oh my God, that's hilarious. You actually hung up. You don't want to listen to me and Lucas getting it on? It could be your last memory of me, Something for you to pleasure yourself to while you don't have me in your life anymore. Hey Blake, how's it going? It's been a while. Did you miss me?
Shut the hell up and stay away from me, Mandy.
What the? Where did that come from?
I know what is going on. Everyone knows about how much Lucas has been abusing you. He got you into one of his orgies, right? He convinced you to do it with a bunch of his friends.
Oh my God. How the hell do you know that? How does everyone know that?
Something as degrading as that is going to spread around the school really quickly.
Okay, fine. Look, I've had enough of Lucas. He put me through all that crap and he's still seeing other girls. I'm never gonna get a chance with him. I want my cute little Blake back. I want to go on dates with you and everything. What do you say? Don't you miss me?
Not in the least. You can go get screwed, Mandy. I've already got myself a girlfriend.
Who is it?
Like hell, I'm telling you. I'm gonna block you now. Have fun banging the rest of the people on Lucas's social media.
I'm sorry, what the hell did you just say? Don't you dare look down on me like that. Just because I did it a couple of times doesn't mean I'm gonna be doing it forever. Don't you dare insinuate something like that to me. You come back and apologize. Blake? Blake!
From that point on, I was given the freedom to focus on my studies. I was dating someone who was really understanding and let me do what I had to do. Thankfully, her patience paid off. I was able to get myself into a really successful job, and we're earning a lot of money now. We're even close to being able to buy our own house. A little time passed, and when I was in my late adulthood years, I came across Mandy walking around the streets. She was in a bunch of rags. I don't want to be quick to make assumptions, but I'm pretty sure that she was selling her services. I guess she thought that looks could be a lucrative business. Except it wasn't lucrative in the least. Hopefully, that's the last time I ever see her. And better yet, hopefully she never sees me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.
Come on. Are you serious right now? I went out of my way to plan a date like that, and you're not even going to give me a thank you? Some boyfriend you are. You really think you deserve that type of treatment, don't you? I mean, sure, it was your birthday and everything, but a little gratitude would go a long way.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Megan. I hope I didn't put you in a bad mood or anything. At the same time, didn't I thank you a billion times yesterday? It'd be hard not to be appreciative of that kind of effort.
Well, I'm glad you're properly recognizing it. It's not easy getting that much money, you know.
I can imagine. In fact, I'm not even sure how you managed to get it in the first place. I mean, I already thanked you from the bottom of my heart for everything that happened, but maybe that's not good enough. Think about all the things that we did. To start off with, I had no idea that you would actually pick me up in a limousine. That was something really special. I've never ridden that before. Then you and I went to a Michelin star restaurant. The food was absolutely exquisite. It felt like it came from a different planet. It had combinations of flavors that I've never experienced before. After that, we actually went in a helicopter and overlooked the city. I don't even want to ask how much that cost. It was really crazy to see everyone beneath us. Then, to finish it all off, we went to a hotel that had a specialized spa treatment service. That made me feel rejuvenated from head to toe. It was absolutely amazing.
I'm glad you actually have memory of it. I'd be very annoyed if you forgot even one little detail.
How could I? That was a crazy experience for me. I don't even want to begin to think about how much that cost.
Don't you worry about that. This is a sign of how much of a good boyfriend you are. I'm doing this because I care about you. It's not such a big deal.
Are you serious though? I'm pretty sure you spent a lot of money on this. You don't want me to pay it back at all?
No, I don't want you to even think about it. Just accept it for what it is. Anyway, babe, I'll see you at work.
I know I'm late to tell you this, man, but happy birthday. How old are you now? 25, right? Well, if it isn't my best friend, Frank. I'm glad that you actually remembered my birthday this year. Oh, yeah, sure. Of course I remembered it. It's not like I saw you and your girl doing all those crazy things on your Instagram. That is definitely not how I found out about it. I should have thought something like that happened. So, that's how you found out, huh? Pretty hard not to. All the stuff you two did yesterday was pretty eye-catching. I'm pretty sure no one could take their eyes off your story. It was something, wasn't it? I gotta tell you right now, I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't usually put a lot of emphasis on my birthday, but it seems like Megan likes me a lot, you know? She really wanted to pay for all of that. Are you kidding me right now? She's the one that paid for everything? I thought you were a gentleman. I thought you would have paid for that stuff on your own. Yeah, well, I would have under normal circumstances, but she was really pushy about it. She didn't want me to pay. She wanted to cover the whole thing. Now, if that's not a good woman right there, I don't know what is. You better treat her right. You're not gonna get someone like her again. You don't need to tell me that again. I'm thinking like that every day. Don't you get a little bit curious about this though, man? I mean, it's great and everything that she paid for it. It looks like she doesn't want to hold it against you. She did it out of the kindness of her heart, but where did she get the money for that anyway? If I'm not mistaken, she's not exactly in some high position in the company, right? You're not wrong about that. I've looked at her salary and it's not impressive. It's actually quite sad to see. It's a mystery how she got this money. You don't get curious about it at all? I do, but whenever I try to ask her, she says not to worry about it. I mean, I trust her. At the end of the day, her and I have dated for a long time. I know she wouldn't do anything to betray me. I really admire that, man. You really do have a lot of faith in her. So she did this for your birthday. What are you gonna do for her birthday? That is a very good question. What am I gonna do for her birthday? I need to top the experience that she gave me. Well, I actually have a really cool plan in mind. Something that she's gonna remember for the rest of her life. Wait, are you gonna do something as cliché as propose to her or something? Hang on a second, how the hell did you know that? What do you mean? How did you know that I was gonna propose to her? That's what you're gonna do, man? Are you sure you wanna do that? You're making a big commitment there. How can you even doubt me, Frank? You know how close we are. You even said so yourself. She is a good woman. Of course I'm gonna do this. This is a really beautiful thing. Well, you know what? I wish the best for you guys. I don't know any cuter couple than you two. I mean, you love each other. You support each other. It's just the best thing in the world to see. Hopefully, I can have that someday. Oh, don't worry, man, you will. You're not such a bad guy yourself. I'm pretty sure the right girl is gonna come around. Anyway, you know what? If you remember my birthday next year, maybe we'll let you tag along for our little adventures. You serious? I get to go on that kind of stuff just for remembering it? Bro, that is in my calendar. I'm never gonna miss it. Hey, bro, do you have a minute? Of course I do. I could have my manager screaming into my ear and I'd still make time for my best friend. What's going on? Well, it looks like you're in a really good mood at the moment. I don't know if I want to talk about this. What's up? Is the world gonna end or something? Nothing like that, except, well, maybe your world will end. What's that supposed to mean? Can I just ask you a question? How are things going with the lady? What are you talking about, man? Everything's going fine. It couldn't be better, actually. Really? You guys don't have any fights or anything? Nothing like that. I mean, I'd say we're closer than ever. It's nearing her birthday soon, and I'm so keen to make that proposal. The more time we spend together, the more I feel confident about this decision. It's the only thing I feel right about. You really feel that way, huh? You really care about this girl? Of course I do, man. What is going on? You're giving me such a weird vibe right now. Well, look, bro. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say. I'm pretty sure your girl is cheating on you. What did you just say? Yeah, I know it's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. How could you say something like that, Frank? You're supposed to be my best friend, and you're gonna lay this on me? Is this some kind of prank or something? Because I am not laughing, bro. This is actually what I saw. Oh, so you saw it? I did. And look, it wasn't some sort of super mega Chad walking down the street either. It's not that typical image of a better guy stealing your girl. But the person I saw her walking with is quite disgusting. Disgusting? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was with an older man, and not one of those older refined ones either. He was well into his 50s, and maybe even his 60s. It was crazy to see. I couldn't believe it. And you know what? I'm not believing it either. How could that be true? There's no way that she would do something like that. Are you sure? Yeah, man. I mean, she's just too into me. Don't you think that you made a mistake or something? Well, I was following quite close behind them, and it seemed pretty obvious to me. I even heard her name. Oh, come on, Frank. You gotta be kidding me right now. This can't be real. Well, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Like, the chances are that the old guy she was walking with is some sort of rich millionaire or something. All those nice little dinners and adventures that you two have had were thanks to him and his money. The pieces come together, right? Huh, you may have a point there. Look, I'll talk to Megan and see what's going on. I'm pretty sure everything's fine, though. Let's hope it is. I mean, look, man, you're really keen on that girl. I hear the way that you talk about her. I want the best for your happiness. I hope this isn't true. Hey, Megan, you and I need to have a talk. This is really serious.
Well, if it isn't the best boyfriend in the whole wide world. What do you need to talk about? Can it be over in a couple of minutes?
Actually, no, it can't. This is gonna be a really long conversation. Do you have time for a phone call?
I don't really have time at the moment, no. I'm pretty busy with something.
You're busy?
Yeah. Don't worry about what it is, though. Say, how about this? You've got this weekend free, right? I always have the weekend free. You can come over and have dinner at my place. I'll cook you something really nice. Something that's going to put you in a really good mood. What do you say?
All right, well, we'll do that then. I'll come over to your place.
I wonder what this thing you want to talk about is. I'm actually kind of curious. Don't tell me you're actually going to pop the question to me. Oh, who am I kidding? I shouldn't get myself excited right now. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Hey man, so look, I got the evidence. I know what's going on. You know? I sure do. Okay, and what's the verdict? She cheating? Is she not cheating? Well, I'll let you make a judgment on that one. Take a look at this conversation. Meg? Where's my little Meg? Oh, I miss you. Message me. Meg. Where did you go? I can't believe we had such an amazing time yesterday, and now you're just leaving me in the dark. You haven't left me, have you? Did you get turned off by what happened? I thought we were having a really special evening. I thought it was very magical. I know you were hesitant to come back to the hotel with me. You know what? You have a point. That place looked kind of dirty, didn't it? I mean, it is only a 4-star hotel. Someone with as much grace and beauty as you deserves a 5-star hotel. It's okay, you're allowed to be angry at me for something like that. But hey, I'm feeling so lonely right now. I spent so much money on you, please do me the courtesy of messaging me back. I miss you. Meg.
Look how cute you are, sending me so many messages at this time in the morning. Did you really think I forgot about you? I was just really busy. You know, my whole life doesn't revolve around you. I have other things I need to do. Don't think I'm not thinking about you, though. You're always in the back of my mind.
Oh, Meg, you're gonna make me cry. Do you really feel that way towards me? You must really care about me a lot. If you had to put your love for me on a scale from 0 to 100, where do you think I'd be?
Let me think about that. How about 101?
Wow. I actually break the scale? Maybe I should give you a little bit of extra money for our next date.
Thanks so much, Phil. You're always so kind to me. It's my favorite thing about you.
I know, I love being able to give you money. I love seeing you happy. But you know what? If you really want to get a lot of money from me, you know that special thing that I'd like you to do.
You mean the thing you were talking about yesterday, don't you?
I sure am. And look, I know you're showing a lot of resistance towards it, but think about how much money I'm gonna give you for it.
Look, Phil, I'm sure you're going to spend a lot of money, but I don't feel comfortable with changing your diaper.
Oh, why not? We can just ease into it. I'll only leave a couple of skitties at the start, and then we can get into the real stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna put you through the ringer right from the start.
Yeah, look, I don't even know if I can handle the skitties, if I'm being honest.
Oh, man.
And you know what, Phil? I need you to promise me something right now. I'm getting very uncomfortable. If you keep talking about that diaper thing again, I'm not going to be able to meet you anymore. Are we clear on that?
Okay, Meg. I'll be on my best behavior. Make sure you see me this weekend, okay? Okay, dude, what the hell am I looking at right now? Yeah, I know. It's pretty out there, isn't it? This has to be a joke or something. How did you come across this? Well, look, she's in the shower at the moment. I've always known her PIN, so I was able to get into her phone really easily. After that, I took screenshots on her phone and sent them to mine. That's how I've been able to show you the photos right now. I'm kind of regretting that I did, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty turned off by this.
Who the hell is this guy anyway? When he was walking with her on the street, I thought he was pretty normal, but this is the type of stuff they do? He wants her to change his diaper? I don't even want to begin to think about what other stuff they've been up to.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Anyway, man, what are you gonna do about this?
What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of her. This is disgusting.
Hey, Phil, what are you doing? How come I get out of the shower and you're not here anymore? Are you seriously just leaving in the middle of the night? You should at least tell me something. I'm worried.
Don't talk to me, Megan. You and I are finished.
I'm sorry, what now? Where did that come from? Why are you getting angry all of a sudden?
You know exactly why I'm getting angry. Think about what you've been doing lately. You think I'd be okay with something like that?
Think about what I've been doing? I mean, all I've been doing is paying for everything, right? And I've also been cooking some killer meals. And now you're just gonna ditch me? How could you be so mean?
I know about you and this guy that you're seeing, this so-called sugar daddy. I am disgusted with you in more than one ways, Megan. I am disgusted that you would stoop so low to actually hang out with a guy like that, and I'm also disgusted that you would actually go as far as to cheat on me.
So, you know about that, do you? Well, I don't see what the problem is here. You should just let me continue.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're taking his money. Isn't that what you want? Don't you love living the lifestyle that we have now?
Actually, no. I just love having my girl be with me and be honest with me. I love knowing that I'm the only one she wants to be around. That's what I love. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the things that we do. I care about your honesty.
So what, you're just gonna break up with me then?
I sure am.
You're such an idiot, Larry. We could have done something good here. Well, let me tell you what. I'm just gonna stick with this guy then, and we're gonna be as happy as we can be. From what I hear, he wants to set me up in my own house and everything. That could have been you living with me. Now you're just gonna have to watch from the sidelines as I become even happier with my life. Hey, Larry. How are you? It's been a while.
Who the hell are you?
Are you kidding me? I know it's been 6 years, but surely you remember who I am. You and I dated, right?
Oh, it's you. What do you want from me, Megan?
Well, look, let's just say that things didn't work out with that old guy I dated. Turns out he was already married. His wife found out about what happened and took all of his money. Now he's out there on his own. I don't have anywhere to stay. Do you reckon I could get back with you?
What the? Do you think just because your circumstances changed, I would care? You're insane.
Oh, come on. You must still like me. Don't you want to marry me? I'm pretty sure you had that ambition back when we were dating.
I'm already married now, Megan.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm married. And think about my reaction to you messaging me. I genuinely forgot about you, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Goodbye, don't message me again.
Wait, don't leave me in the dust. You have no idea what's going to happen to me from this point on. You gotta help me out. Larry? Larry!
From that point on, she realized that she couldn't rely on me anymore. She also couldn't rely on Phil, the guy that she'd been seeing, because he doesn't have any money anymore. She tried to use her usual tactic of finding another wealthy man, but none of the rich younger ones wanted anything to do with her. They could already see through her bullcrap. The only people who would even give her a chance at their fortunes were the ones with this weird diaper fetish. She wasn't willing to stoop that low, even if it meant making herself wealthy. She ended up working in some sort of brothel. It was the only place that she could earn money that she deemed decent. She's never gonna get a partner that way. Judging from her Facebook posts, it seems they only treat her like some soulless creature. From my point of view, that's exactly what she is. As for me, I'm enjoying my family, and I look back at my ex-girlfriend as an interesting story to tell and laugh at during dinner parties. I don't feel sorry for her in the least bit.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. See you next time.
Here's to a lifetime of happiness and joy. I can't believe that you and I have made it this far, Cindy. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that I doubted it or anything, but it's just amazing. For us to actually go as far as marriage and to have such a romantic time with each other yesterday, it almost feels like a dream. You and I are married, right? I wasn't just dreaming, was I?
Nope. We have well and truly tied the knot. You and I are bound forever now. I took a big risk in getting married to you, Matthew. So you better do your best to protect me.
Of course, I'm a good person. You know I've always taken my relationships very seriously. I want to know that the person I'm with feels safe and secure. I'll give you whatever you want to. It's part of the reason why I've got this massive amount of wealth.
And you know what? That's also another reason why I absolutely love you. Not because of your money or anything, but just because of your personality and how much you care for me. It's a really good quality, Matthew. That's the thing that drew me to you the most.
Appreciation makes me drawn to you, Cindy. I'm very happy to do this type of thing for a person that I love and someone that loves me back.
Anyway, now that we have all the boring, sappy stuff out of the way, can I ask you something?
Boring?
There was this really cold and mysterious guy at the wedding yesterday. He had this weird, attractive aura to him. It looked like you were very close with him. You were talking to him for most of the night. What's his name?
Are you talking about Bruce? Yeah, he's one of my closest friends. The way you're describing him now sounds just about right. I often get those comments about him, even though he's such a softie on the inside.
Is he really? What a cool guy.
Hey, come on. You're a married woman now. I want you to be on your best behavior, Cindy. You're committed to me now.
Oh my God. Look, no, I would never do that. I'm a really good girl. I have values, you know. I would never cheat on my husband.
Are you sure about that? You are a very good-looking woman. I wouldn't be surprised if there were guys trying to get into your inbox on an hourly basis.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I can't really help that, can I? I mean, attention is attention. Even if I don't want it, I get it. But you know what? Those days are behind me. I'm not going to do that anymore, especially when I've got someone as amazing as you. I'm never going to risk something like that.
Okay, I'm convinced. But if that's the case, why are you so interested in Bruce? It's a little bit unusual.
Okay, well, the thing is, one of my friends was really interested in him. She's looking for someone to date recently, and she asked me about Bruce. So I wonder, is he single at the moment?
Well, as far as I know, he's available. He's also looking for a girlfriend too.
Is he actually? Wow, he must be looking for someone spectacular. I can imagine a lot of girls approaching him on a regular basis. Well, if that's the case, can you give me his contact information? I can take it from there.
Sure, I mean, let me have a chat with him first, though.
Look at you go, man. Marriage, huh? How is it? How was the first day? Are you excited for a lifetime of misery?
Oh, come on, Bruce. You told me the same thing yesterday. Try to have an optimistic outlook on my marriage, okay?
Yeah. Look, I've already seen this story way too many times, but I'm hoping for the best for you. You're a really good guy, Matthew. I'd hate for something bad to happen, like your wife cheating on you or something.
Well, like you said, I'm a really good guy, and I believe that if I'm a good guy, that type of thing is not gonna happen. Anyway, I've got something to talk to you about.
Oh yeah? What's going on?
Well, it seems like you were drawing a lot of attention to yourself at the wedding yesterday.
I was?
Yeah, or at least you drew the attention of someone, and they're very interested in you. One of Cindy's friends seems to really like you.
Holy cow, really? One of Cindy's friends? That is crazy, man. Take a look at Cindy. She's an absolute stunner. She would only hang around with stunners herself, right?
You would assume so, wouldn't you? So anyway, what do you think? Do you want to meet her?
Hell yeah, I want to meet her. If I could meet a decent woman for once in my life, that'd be great. Especially if she's as attractive as Cindy. Hey man, can we have a chat?
Sure, what's going on?
Well, it's about me meeting that friend of Cindy's.
Okay, did things go well?
Yeah, I'm just really confused. In fact, I wasn't expecting something like this to happen at all.
What's going on?
Well, the thing is, I arranged a time and place with Cindy to meet this person. She told me to look my best and everything. She didn't want me to disappoint her friend. I took her advice to heart and wore my best outfit. I'm telling you right now, I looked sharp. The drip was on point.
Yeah, talk yourself up.
So anyway, I get to the location and I'm waiting around for a bit. It finally hits the time and Cindy starts walking up. She wasn't with her friend though.
Okay, so I'm assuming her friend came a little bit later or something?
Actually, no. Her friend didn't come at all.
What do you mean?
Well, Cindy said that she just wanted to have a talk with me and do some kind of weird interview process before she actually introduced me. I thought it was super strange. But then what happened after that was even worse.
Wait, what do you mean worse?
Well, look, man, I don't really know how to say this, but your wife was giving me some really questionable behavior.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this. What do you mean by questionable?
Well, I think she has her eyes set on me. When she said there was someone interested in me at that wedding, I'm pretty sure she was talking about herself.
What did you just say?
Yeah, she was extremely flirty, continually complimenting me on things, and then she even tried to invite me back to her hotel.
Oh my god, you piece of crap! You actually slept with my wife? You're meant to be my friend. There are plenty of people out there. Why didn't you go for them?
No, man, no, just listen to me. I didn't do that at all. Think about it, if I did, would I be messaging you like this?
Well, you have a point about that. So, this is actually true, isn't it? She's actually been doing this only a couple of days after we got married?
I'm afraid so, man. What are you gonna do about this?
Well, I'm gonna have to confront her, aren't I? I can't believe this. Why would this happen?
Well, I have to say, man, she's a beautiful woman. I kind of expected it to happen at some point, but then again, I didn't think she would actually go for me. You'd think she'd be a bit smarter than that.
Hey, Cindy, you and I need to have a talk.
Oh my god, we already talked about that, didn't we? I get it. Fine. My cooking sucks. I need to get better. I'll work on it. Jeez, don't put so much on my plate. I just got married, didn't I? I really want to enjoy this while I can.
What do you mean, while you can?
Well, you know, it's a marriage after all. Things turn bad at some point. This is the honeymoon period. It's where we're absolutely obsessed with each other. So let me really take that in.
Oh, really? Is that what you're gonna tell me, Cindy? Are you really gonna say that you and I are obsessed with each other?
Well, yeah, baby, we are. You're my rock. You're my everything. My world revolves around you.
What a bunch of crap. You really expected me to believe all of that, Cindy? You don't think I might know what you've been up to?
What do you mean?
I know what's been going on with you and Bruce. I can't believe that you would be so stupid to actually go after my friend. You didn't think he'd tell me about that.
What do you mean? Nothing's going on between us. I'm so confused. I told you that I was going to introduce him to one of my friends, right?
That's not how it is at all. You wanted to get him all to yourself.
What a bunch of crap. I can't believe I'm putting up with this right now. Are you seriously going to accuse me of this? You don't even have proof that any of this is happening.
Are you serious right now? I've already got his testimony. Do I need anything more than that?
Yeah, you do. He's probably lying. He's just trying to put poison in your head so that he can break up this marriage. Don't you see that? Are you really that blind, Matthew? I honestly thought you were smarter than that.
Enough with this crap. I can't believe that I'm listening to this. What do you have to say about this then? I have a conversation between you and Bruce right here.
Bruce, where are you? It really hurts me when you ignore me like this. I know nothing serious is going on between us, but I'm really attached to you, you know? I feel like you and I are soulmates or something. I feel really bad about what happened the other day. We had such a good time together, and we didn't even get to spend the night together. I tried to plan everything out. I told Matthew that I was going to stay at my friend's house after I introduced you to my friend. It was all going perfectly, but I guess you had other things to do. That's a shame. But I'm sure sometime in the future we'll get a chance to be alone together and really explore each other. I can't believe where my life has ended up. I mean, I was happy being with Matthew. I thought he was going to be the best person for me. But then I laid eyes on you. I had no idea he had that type of person in his company. I spend every night imagining how much better my life would be if I were in your arms instead of his. You know, I told you the other day that him and I have had issues in the bedroom ever since we got married. It's pretty early, isn't it? That stuff never happens this early. The only reason that's happening is because I've been rejecting his advances. It's not because we have issues or anything. Well, there is an issue, actually. I don't truly love him. I truly love you. I want you, Bruce. I want you to message me. Please come ravish me. I'm waiting for your touch. I'm waiting for your lips. I'll always accommodate you, handsome.
So, with that out of the way, I have something that I want to confirm with you.
Oh my God, what is this? Did you actually put us into a group chat? That's the stupidest thing you could do. Why would you do this?
Just shut up, Cindy. I want Bruce to confirm this in front of me. So, Bruce, did Cindy refer to me as an ATM when you guys met me?
Yeah, she did.
Unbelievable. So that's always been your stance in terms of our marriage, huh? You saw all the money I had, and that was the biggest attraction point for you? I can't believe you, Cindy. This is despicable. What do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, come on. Am I meant to just control how I feel? I'm attracted to Bruce. He's the one I want to be with. That's just the way it is. It's how I naturally feel. So, what do you say, Bruce? I know that Matthew is your friend and everything, but do you really want to give up an opportunity like this? I know you're attracted to me. I'm pretty hot, right? You don't come across a girl like me every day.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I do, Cindy. I come across women like you all the time. I may look the way I do and have this cold attitude, but when it comes to marriage and that type of thing, I take it very seriously. And the type of woman that would actually cheat on her husband is the lowest of low. That's someone that I can never respect. So basically, what I'm trying to say right now is that you're worse than trash to me. You are absolutely repulsive.
Oh my God, Bruce! How could you say something like that to me? After I told you everything, you know how much I feel about you. Why would you hurt me this way?
It's just what you need to hear. You need to wake up to yourself at some point. You know what? I'm not really sure what Matthew's gonna do from this point on, but I'm hoping that he does the right thing. He better get rid of you if he knows what's good for him.
Hey, Matthew. Babe, I know how things are lately. I know it's a very stressful situation. We've hit a really big road bump, and we've hit it at the very start of our marriage. We can't try and downplay this, but we have to accept it. Something huge has happened. But you know what? I don't think that really matters. At the end of the day, that road bump was going to come at some point or another. Maybe you were going to be the one that caused it. Maybe it was me. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that these things happen, and we shouldn't take them too seriously. We don't want to make a decision based on emotion. This has only recently happened, and I think it's best if we both think about it. So, what do you say? Are you ready to bear through this one together with me?
Get out of here, Cindy. I know what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to salvage whatever you can from me. We already spoke with our parents yesterday. We're getting this divorce. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh my God, but why? You know what situation I'm in, don't you? You know that I quit my job.
I do know that, and I was perfectly happy with you doing something like that if we were married and you cared about me. But that's not the case, is it? The fact of the matter is that you saw an opportunity to take advantage of my money. You were going to live stress-free and continue indulging in your selfish needs. Well, I'm sorry, that is not the type of person that I want to support with my money.
Okay, but what am I going to do now? Are you actually going to make me pay for the wedding fees? You paid for all of that. Why should I be the one to do it?
Because that's what we arranged with your parents. They agree that you're in the wrong here, and that's just the way it's going to be. Now, if you want any hope of being able to pay me back, you better get yourself back into those hospitality positions. Even without you paying me back that money, I can live my life freely. But I don't like being disrespected this way. I demand that money back. Unfortunately for Cindy, she didn't take my advice after that. I highly recommended that she get herself into work. That was the only way that she could truly pay me back. Instead, she tried to go the marriage route. She tried to impress a bunch of rich individuals so that she could take a stab at their fortunes and use that money to pay me back. Unfortunately for her, I'm quite well connected. I know a lot of the wealthy people in the area, and I've already told them her story. The moment they found out her name, they didn't so much as look at her after that. Eventually, she had to settle for a lesser option. She found someone who was very enthusiastic about the stock market and showed off a couple of his successes. The fact of the matter is that the successes he showed were only 5% of his experience on the stock exchange. He's constantly losing money and trying to get it back again. Because Cindy was already married to him, not only did she have to pay me back, but she also had to cover his losses. She's now constantly working 24/7 to do just that. As for me, I've got to be honest, it was quite painful having something like this happen in my life. I was very keen on Cindy, and I thought that she felt the same way about me. But because of this, it shone some light on the situation. I can use my friend Bruce as a test for red flags. If a girl starts to chase after him, then maybe she's not for me. I have filtered out a lot of girls with this method. I know that one day there is going to be a girl who doesn't so much as bat an eye at Bruce. When that day comes, I'm going to marry that woman.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.